Hi everybody, you're watching a quarter-final match here from the Predator Dynamite Open in Club Arta in Brasov, Romania. This is Nick Vandenberg up against Thorsten Hohmann. Both players have just come through tough matches in the previous round, and we're getting underway with the last rack here, in the first rack here, in a race to 10. We started with a field of 64 yesterday. We're down now to the last 8 players. We've got really 2 world-class stars performing. As we see Thorsten reply with a very effective safety there, hiding the 1-ball. I'm here with Christophe. This promises to be a very exciting matchup, Christophe. How do you see it panning out?
Oh yeah, with this kind of field, you always have a single elimination fight. It's very competitive. And the first game we saw this morning was very nice. And now we have 2 world-class players, faces. Nick Vandenberg, we bet just before Darren Appleton, and Thorsten Hohmann, 2 very nice players. We are lucky to have them in interview just a couple of minutes ago, so it's going to be a very nice game.
That's right. We spoke with Nick and Thorsten before the start of this match. They told us how they're not necessarily 100% satisfied with their game so far this weekend, but coming into the critical stages of the tournament now, I'm sure they're going to be bringing their game to the highest level. We're going to get the names at the bottom of the screen updated just as soon as we can. The previous match we had was Mika Immonen and Johan Ledanier. Now you are watching Thorsten Hohmann and Nick Vandenberg. And on TV table 2, you have Imran Majid of Great Britain against Mika Immonen of Finland. Another quarter-final match.
I think that this ping 4 is open for the left bottom corner pocket, and now he's got a combo 6-8. Yes, perfectly managed. And watch out the position of the 9-ball, because I think that the 10 is on the way, its way for the top.
Yeah, he's going to have to play that 9-ball into the same pocket as the 7.
Yes.
Going to be standing across the table here for that ball.
Here we are.
There you have it, folks. First rack goes to Thorsten Hohmann of Germany. With such a strong field out there this weekend, down to the last 8 players, it's difficult really to pick a winner out of any of these players. Is there anyone that you've seen, Christoph, that has stood out for you with their play so far? Anyone that looks in the best form?
Mm, the level is very high, and all the games depends on some details only. I mean, breaks and position after breaks, and some fortune about after counter safeties or something like that. So it's gonna interesting to watch and very hard to predict. I don't know who is able to win. Uh, I think that each 8 players still in the tournament has a chance. So we'll see. Okay, tactical battle on the yellow one.
Yeah, Thorsten didn't manage to hide that one ball, but it is very close to the bottom rail. It's a challenge for Nick now to find an effective counter safety.
We try to keep the cue ball on the bottom part of the table and try to move the yellow one on the top of the table and to put some distance between both balls.
Yeah, I think he didn't manage to hide the cue ball, and maybe he was trying to get behind the 7.
Same points, yeah.
Leaves a long shot for Thorsten Hohmann. Yes, I wondered if that one ball passed the 2 ball into the top left pocket. We don't know for sure, but the Thorsten wasn't able to squeeze the 1 past the 2, and as a result, Nick comes back to the table with an open shot. Not an easy positional shot to get on the 2, though.
As well, the 9 as a blocker, and two options here. Try to find a kind of center of the table, or maybe try to reach the right side rail in order to have a kind of position for the blue 2. Here we are. Yes, I think it's okay.
He's pretty straight there. Wonder if he's got just enough angle to come out for the 3. Maybe to cheat the pocket slightly. He's going to have to hit this pretty hard.
He's got enough angle to play a stand and to have a nice position on the red free right now. And now it's routine shots for him. I mean, open table. I think he's okay. Yes.
So Nick Vandenberg pulls level, 1 rack each at the start of this quarterfinal matchup. Thorsten took on that 1 ball into the top left corner, wasn't able to get it past the 2. He contacted the 2 fairly thick as it turned out, leaving a shot for Nick, and he was able to negotiate his way through the rack. Incidentally, Nick, in the last round, the last 16, he beat Darren Appleton of Britain, the man behind the Dynamite Open in some way. I guess he helped to create this event last year, an event which has grown for the second edition.
And won it last year.
Yeah, that's right. So Nick took out the reigning champion. He had to go via the losers side yesterday after defeat Imran Majid 8-7 in the qualifying round. He's through, and a solid victory in the first match today puts him in this quarterfinal against Thorsten. And as we said, all of these players have a good chance to go all the way.
And a pretty open table for Thorsten.
Yeah, Nick will feel a little bit aggrieved there, a little bit unfortunate to not have a ball drop. The 1 ball was heading towards the pocket, but just stopped in the jaws of the pocket, leaving a simple pot for Thorsten to open up with. And fairly open table here. I can't see any issues.
That's pretty classical for Thorsten. I mean, that's 4 for the 5, the 5 for the 6, the 6 for the 7, and maybe watch out the position of the black 8.
Yeah, I guess if there was any 1 ball that could be problematic on this table, it would be the 8. But for someone of Thorsten's caliber, you wouldn't expect that. He's maybe come a little bit further than he would have liked for the 5 ball there.
I think so.
But with the 6 hanging in the side pocket, that won't provide any problem.
He's okay. Okay. Here's a key shot. I mean that you have to get a nice position on the black 8.
Using a bit of English here.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit of left-hand English.
And watch out the speed on this shot, because we know that the pockets are pretty out today.
Pretty tight on these tables. Yeah, we've seen this kind of shot missed several times over the last 2 days.
Nice.
Not Thorsten though. Deposits the 8 into the top right. Now looks set to regain his advantage at the start of this match. There you have it, 2-1 for the German.
And I think that the beginning of this match is a good resume of what we are going to see. I mean, that's no mistake from the players, and if one guy is making a mistake, the other one will take profit of this mistake to score. So, question of details, and the break is very important. I mean, that's if you have a shot or not after the break, it's gonna to be very important.
That's right. In our last match on the live stream, we saw a real shootout at the start of the match. We had 4 or 5 consecutive break and runs at the start of the match. Haven't seen any so far in this match, but we may well see some as the match continues. Here comes Thorsten, breaking at 2-1 up.
Wow.
Scratch.
Yes, I just talked about the break, and we are first foul after the break from Thorsten. 3 balls down. And the only issue Nick has to manage on this table is to get a good position on the blue 2.
1-2. Yes, that's the angle that he's looking at coming off the first rail on the left-hand side of the table and going back across to the right. Everything else looks fairly regulation in terms of positional and potting. They're not all of the balls have a straightforward path to a pocket.
Maybe a little bit short. Oh, he's okay. Straight, maybe straight on the 2, on the blue 2, but he's got a shot. Maybe try something like a follow with left hand spin, left hand English, or maybe a draw.
Seems to be aiming at the bottom of the cue ball here.
Yeah. A draw.
And used side spin to avoid the 5. It's come up kind of funny on the 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
Not the ideal angle, but certainly a makeable ball.
And maybe free raise after pocketing this red 3.
He's got a choice, I guess, of the left hand and the right hand bottom corner pockets.
Yeah.
Cue ball and the 3 are both central on the table.
Watch out the contacts with the 9 ball if he's gonna to play the
Yes,
the
looks
right
like he's going to
bottom.
cut it into the bottom right.
Yeah.
He'll be following through to.
Hey,
Well,
okay.
he's played the intentional contact on the 9. Interesting choice there from Nick, but he hit the 9 pretty full on and managed to stop the cue ball after the contact, leaving himself
A long shot on
a longish shot on that 5 ball. He's got a nice distance between the cue ball and the rail to use a closed bridge on the off of the rail. And nicely controlled.
Yeah. Very, very relaxed during the execution and in control. So, but maybe he will have a contact after touching this black 8. That is a 10. Yeah. Or maybe not what he wanted to have.
Good call, Christophe. Saw the contact coming there, and now the 9 ball is not an easy proposition. He's going to be cutting that ball into the bottom right, and the cue ball is going to be more difficult to control.
Yeah. Fin cuts on this 9 ball, maybe two ways. I mean, bottom and top rail before having a position on the 10. Not an easy one.
Yeah, Nick just gets up. He wasn't quite comfortable on the shot. He's stretching here to make the ball. It's going to hit the 10.
Oh, another contact.
He's worked out okay.
Not too bad.
It's a kind of contact that could end up funny in some situations, but on this occasion it's worked out all right for the Dutchman. And he pulls level again at 2-2.
And we have our referee today on the TV table 1, Alexandru of Romania. Will control all the game on this table today.
Racking the balls, making sure there are no gaps in the racks. As you know, with the world rules of pool, you have to make sure you have a tight as rack as possible and no gaps. And Alexandru will also be on hand to call any questionable shots if it's not clear whether the cue ball, which object ball it's going to contact first, that kind of question. Alexandru is here to help with that. Big break from Nick. Nice cue ball control.
Oh,
Little unfortunate there. The fours come back to block his path to the 1.
So the ping for the winner.
Scratches his head.
Yeah.
The Dutchman needs to think of a safety or alternatively a push out.
Considering the table, that's an important choice. I mean that the table is pretty open, so player will have.
He's pushed that ball towards the corner pocket.
Yes.
It's going to stop just in front and leave Thorsten a thin slice of the 1 ball which he can contact. Alternatively, he can pass by the rail first.
Yeah.
I think he's looking at that option now.
The main effective shot there is to touch a thick quantity on the yellow 1.
Yep. I wonder if he's going to try and make this.
Maybe one first to pocket this ball and playing two-way shots. Yeah, but the speed is not the good one, so it can't be a two-way shot. A two-way shot in this situation.
So Nick comes out as a winner of that particular push-out exchange. He left the shot there for Thorsten to take on. Thorsten was right to take on the rail first attempt. Didn't make the ball and leaves an easy 1 ball for Nick.
And the only problem to solve right now for Nick is to manage the correct move between the pink 4 and the orange 5.
He's pretty straight there.
Yes, maybe too straight.
And he's going to have to do a lot with the cue ball if he's going to have a good position on the 5. I wonder if he might take on a bank shot alternatively if he can't get the ideal position.
Still have different options there, so maybe playing a stop shot and playing a bank or a safety shot, or try to make a big draw, so to have a cut on the 5.
Now he's looking at his Q-tip down up at the top of the table, and what would be a long distance to draw all the way back up.
Okay, we are big draw. Watch out the 9. Is okay.
There you have it.
It's okay.
Impressive Q power from Nick Vandenberg. Drew about 3/4 of the length of the table and then back out towards the halfway line. He's now good on the 5, and we expect to see him run out here.
Great effort on the draw just before this shot, but a little bit too thin on this orange 5.
I guess we spoke too soon. Didn't expect to have trouble with the 5 after that long draw shot. We assumed really that Nick would run out that rack, but he's left the 5 in the corner pocket, and now Thorsten is going to clean up. And that mistake from Nick is going to give Thorsten the lead again, 3-2.
Yeah. I think that Thorsten is pretty happy to take this frame, but it happens. Nick is not the first guy to miss a kind of shot we saw on the 5 on the orange.
That's
5,
right. It
so
happens to the best of them.
Yeah.
On certain occasions.
Maybe a statement on the other games.
Yeah, just to give you guys watching, give you an update on the other quarterfinal scores. On our TV table 2, we've got Imran Majid of Great Britain up against Mika Immonen of Finland. That match is currently 4-0 in favour of the Maharaja Imran Majid. Also in the quarterfinals, we have Daryl Peach, also of Great Britain. He's been eliminated by Denis Graber, who's now playing Russian Chinnikov. It's 4-1 to Chinnikov against Graber. And in the fourth and final quarterfinal, we've got Nick Economopoulos of Greece up against John Morrow of Canada, the sole remaining North American player in this event. Nick, the Greek, currently leads 3-1 in that. So John is going to have to come back as the only non-European still remaining in the event if he's going to continue through to the semi-finals. Back on our table, we've seen a big break, 4 balls down. Thorsten's a bit disappointed with the position on the 2. 6 and 9 are also in close proximity, meaning there's not an obvious solution to get out. Incidentally, I said that John was the only North American player still remaining, the only non-European, but we do have 2 guys who live in America, Thorsten and Mika. Token Americans, I guess you could say, as residents.
Yeah.
These guys will be going on, many of them, to the World 9-Ball Championships in Qatar next week. As we see the bank taken on by Thorsten. He missed that by quite some distance, which brings Nick to the table. Still not an easy solution to get out from here.
Considering the position of the Grand 6, the consequences are not very important right now.
They could become important though, should Nick find a solution to play the 6 ball. He gets the right angle on the 5, maybe he'll be able to develop that situation and find a way of making the 6 ball. Difficult speed control. He was coming across the line of the shot, so
can you imagine a safety shot there, just behind the 10 ball with the cue ball? Or maybe he's trying to find a position for the 6.
I think he's going to be trying to cut that that 6 ball very thin into the top right.
And find the center of the table to have a look, and he's short.
He's short, and he's going to be bridging over the 7, I think. Oh, it's okay. He's not bridging over the 7. He's got some space to the side. But he's elected to play safe. No easy pot opportunity there. Now Nick bends down to see if the 6 ball is hidden. Thorsten may have to kick at this.
Yeah, maybe taking a big piece of the 6 weight first to control the speed of the cue ball.
Yeah, looking at maybe kicking that up table and controlling the cue ball. He's called the 6 ball.
Okay.
So the cue ball is going to be heading towards the right hand side of the table after the contact. Well, he hit that not where he wanted.
Yeah. Too thin a lot. And I think Nick has a shot, an hard one, but he has a choice to attack or to make a safety on this position.
Yes, I imagine we'll see Nick take this on, and then he does call it into the right hand corner. Not the easiest of pots to take on. We've seen this kind of shot missed in the past.
It's a kind of two-way shot. I mean that if we miss too thin, he won't let any shot. But too thick, he won't let something. Oh, maybe he's fortunate.
He's missed too thick, but he may have only left a jump shot for Thorsten.
He is fortunate after that miss. But that's the game. It's part of the game. So
part of rotation pool, certainly. Thorsten's going to have to go for his jump stick now. Certainly a makeable jump, but no jump shot is easy.
Great shot.
Lovely execution from Thorsten there. Powered that ball into the pocket and came up off of the top rail, back out to the center for the 7 ball.
Still work to do anyway, because you have to be careful of the position of the 9 ball.
Nicely measured
and
there.
That's okay. It's okay.
And that's going to be
watch out the speed.
The end of the rack should be.
Watch out the speed, you know.
He's going to roll forward and
that's okay.
The easiest of 10 balls into the center pocket for a 4-2 lead.
Okay.
The home crowd here in Brasov, Romania applauds the rack for Thorsten Hohmann.
Pretty big attendance.
Yes, we've got
100% maybe.
Even more over the other side of the pool hall. We're on 2 levels here. Pretty packed out crowd. got a good vantage position watching several tables at once, all 4 matches being played. You can follow the live score as we mentioned, as well as the 2 TV tables. Passionate crowd here in Club Arta, enjoying some world-class pool on their doorstep.
Important break for Nick. This time down by 2. You need to stay close of Thorsten if you want to have a chance on this game. So please no foul, good control, and maybe a shot after the break. Very powerful break from Nick, and very nice break at the end with a great shot.
How many balls have we dropped down there? There's 2 balls on the break. 1 ball sitting pretty in the bottom left corner. Nice break from Nick, as you said. Yes. It was important to can't let Thorsten create a big lead in this race to 10.
No real problem on this table. Maybe the 5 to the 6.
That's going to be the key positional shot.
Yeah, because of the position of the 10 close to the 6, but it's not a big issue for a player like Nick. So we'll see what he's gonna like to do.
Chose to go 2 rails around and back to the center of the table for the 6 ball.
And probably no contact with the 10 ball after kicking this 6 ball.
Had a choice of pockets for the 7 ball. Decided to play it in the left hand side with the 9 ball to follow afterwards. I'd be drawing back across the table. Simple 10 ball now for Nick. And the break and run from El Nino, Nick Vandenberg, brings the score back to 4-3. Thorsten will be coming back with the break in rack 8. Slight advantage for Thorsten, but still a tight encounter and plenty of racks to go.
But everything can change after a mistake or 4 after the break, and a fade safety or a fortune after a safety. Yep. So 3-4, race to 10, a long way to go. And so we'll see.
Now, can Thorsten replicate the excellent break from Nick in the last rack? He'd be happy with a similar result. Cue ball hopped up off the table after the contact, heading over to the left-hand side of the rail and then back out. Didn't make a ball though. Maybe contacted the 1 ball too far on the left with the break, and as we see, many of the balls have moved over to the right-hand side of the table. Not a regular pattern that we see in 10 ball. Nick's ducked behind the 4 and the 9. If he's hidden those, then Thorsten's gonna have to go via the side rail.
Two-way first, I think.
Did he just call that ball? I think he may have called it in the bottom right.
Trying to pocket this ball, and if not, most of the time you will be.
He made it. No,
not really, but you will
not
be
quite.
safe after this kind of shot.
Two-way shot.
Yeah.
And in fact, he'd be happy that he didn't make the shot because he would have been snookered on the 2 ball if he had made it. Nick's going to be playing a similar shot now, although he has the 1 ball closer to the pocket. And he made the contact off of just 1 rail, and as a result has left something on for Thorsten here. Still a complicated table to finish though.
Wow, what a shot!
Where's the cue ball going though?
And it's
Just about stayed on the table.
it was a big risk, and finally he got his reward because it would be really unfortunate if we put down this cue ball on the left bottom corner pocket. So
Good work from Thorsten to separate the 2 and the 9. Now he's faced with a thin cut.
another bank on safety shot, but the safety shot is not easy to find. I mean that may be 2 ways after contact with the cue.
I think he's
Side
cutting
way.
it into the bottom right.
Yeah.
There you have it. Runs into the 10 and the 3, and
Okay. Unfortunate this time.
maybe
because-
slightly fortunate to get the nudge off of the 10 ball, and then a good contact on the 3 to push it towards the pocket. But you make your own luck. You take a risk, and he got his reward there. Those 2 shots at the start of the rack
Took his chance.
were the
Took his chance, and he's got a good
potentially the most difficult of the rack, and now Thorsten's developed it to a situation which works in his favor. He's got the rack pretty open. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 remaining.
Shot to the position before they play the orange 5, because
He's going to avoid the 9 ball there.
yeah, and you have to have a good quantity on the 5 to have an easy follow up and an easy shot to play the 6. Watch out.
Is he going to hit the 6?
That's
Whew.
okay. He's okay.
For a moment there, looked like he could be in trouble on the 6, but certainly still cuts into the corner. Around the table, around the rails, 3 rails and back out.
Okay. Something close to the center of the table right now. Yes, we are center of the table. Clinic.
Good aggressive pull from Thorsten Hohmann in this rack. 1 and 2 balls were no easy propositions, but he managed to develop the rack, and with a slight notch of fortune on the position for the 3 ball, developed the rack into a fairly simple run out. Establishes again his 2 rack advantage.
Okay, same situation for Nick. Has to make a good break, no foul, and to get an opportunity to reduce the gap with Torsten.
Powerful break from Vandenberg. Saw him pull his right arm all the way back there with the big backswing before unleashing the powerful break. And again, he'll be shooting the one into the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
We've seen the one ball drifting up towards that pocket on most of the breaks.
And the red free is the key ball, I think, for this table. Just to find a good area for the cue ball right now, in order to have a pretty easy shot on the red free. Window is not so wide, so
yeah, there's plenty of space there in the center of the table, but you won't want to be cutting the 3 too thin into the corner pocket. You'll want to minimize the angle in order to afford him a simpler position for the 4 ball. As it turns out, he's chosen an alternative solution. I just wonder if he's going to be playing the 3 into the center pocket off the 9 ball there.
Yeah. Was very, very, very clever. I mean, that's regarding the position of the 4 ball, he made a very, very nice choice.
We didn't see that coming.
No.
That's why we're here commentating and not down on the table.
That's right.
Used the convenient position of the 9 ball near the side pocket to contact
Great shot again.
to send the 3 ball into the side pocket, and that's really opened up the remainder of this rack. Looking potentially at a second consecutive break and run from Vandenberg on his break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has to secure a good position for the black 8. I don't think he's gonna have to play this black 8 on the side pocket, so yeah, good. Okay, maybe a little bit straight on this 9 ball, and we can expect a big draw on this shot. Here we are. Very nice.
Nicely controlled.
Very nice shot. Top shot.
Not easy with that distance from the cue ball to the object ball, and then the distance that the cue ball has to travel with the draw shot. He made it look easy.
Yeah, he gets some applause.
And rightly, the crowd here in Club Art applaud that break and run from Nick. 5-4 here in our match on TV Table 1. Same score on TV Table 2. Imran Majid leading 5-4 against Mika Immonen. All of the quarter-final matches are pretty tightly poised. Thorsten's come up dry here.
Not sure that he has the opportunity to play the yellow one on the side pocket, the left side pocket. Not sure that he can do that. Maybe on the top of the table, top left. Can't see exactly from where we are.
Could be a safety shot coming up here from Nick. Yeah, he's just tried to hide the cue behind the 2. Maybe didn't get right behind the 2 as he would have liked, but it's still a difficult situation for Thorsten. No obvious escape. And in fact, in the position where the cue ball is sitting there, there's no access to the left-hand side of the table to play a 1 or 2 rail kick.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
I just wonder if there's any space in between the 2 and the 8 ball there.
You can imagine a two-way first. I mean, bottom rail and side rail to come.
It's looking at an intentional foul.
Okay.
Decided that the difficult escape path was not worth taking on, so decided to complicate the table for Nick. However, that foul does leave Nick with a chance to perhaps take on a combination here. I wonder if he's looking at the 10 or alternatively looking at a second foul.
Our first real tactical battle there.
First intentional foul we've seen in this match. Nick's called the 10 ball, and he'll also be looking to hide the cue ball behind the 3, meaning that whatever the result, Thorsten's going to find himself in a tricky situation if he does come back to the table. Big shot coming up from Nick. Difficult to be accurate with the cue elevated like that. And he didn't make it. He didn't really hide the 1 ball as he would have liked. Either didn't hide the cue ball as tight to the 3 as he would have liked. With his cue elevated like that, just a very tricky execution. Maybe could have been better focusing on either the cue ball or the pot, Christoph, rather than aiming to do both. Tricky execution on that attempted combination.
I think he's going to jump this one out. If he doesn't have a clear piece of the yellow one to touch,
I think he can hit it.
Okay.
On the right hand side as we look at the screen. If you look at the position of the 2 ball, we've got another potential combination opportunity coming on later in the rack. However, for now, the 1 ball is very much hidden. And these guys are going to be doing as best as they can to make sure there's no potting opportunity at the 1, which would lead to that combination possibility.
One way first. But which way? Maybe the left one, the left side one.
Nick's looking at both sides of the table. I think he's now decided to go for the left-hand side of the table. 2 rails here.
Kind of two-way shot. Remember, depends of your speed, of course. But if you miss that one, most of the time you don't let anything to your opponent.
And he hit it before the second rail contact, I think. And he's left himself a chance at the combination we were talking about.
Very nice shot.
It's not the easiest of combinations with the angle that he's shooting at. However, the 2 and the 9, the 2 and the 10 even are fairly straightly aligned. Do you back him to make this one, Chris?
Yes, come on. He's gonna to make it.
Nice combination from Vandenberg. Up the rail, into the corner pocket. And he really pulled that pot on the one ball out of the bag. Thorsten had played an effective safety, given the situation he had, but Nick managed to escape, not only escape but pot the one ball and make the combination to draw level at 5-5. Tightly poised quarterfinal match here. Now, can Vandenberg take the lead for the first time in this match? That's the question. We're at the halfway stage of the match. 10 racks played out of a maximal possible 19. Five in the side, 2 ball heading towards the top right.
He's got something on
a cut into the middle pocket for the 1.
And a free raise after contact to find a kind of center of the table.
Maybe 2 rails off the bottom.
Free raise. And center of the table to have a 3. And if
you have to be careful for that 7.
Yeah, but if he's avoiding the 7, will be okay. Depends of the quantity of left hand English he's gonna to play, but I think without any, that's the best shot.
Yeah, he's aiming above center on the cue ball, and as you called it, Christophe, 3 rails around back to the center of the table. And that opens up the rack nicely. You're looking to pot the 3 and get shaped for the 4 into the same pocket.
Yeah. Just to find something good on the ping 4 to manage a good position on the 6, and he will be in good position for the frame. Is nice.
In fact, he's played the 4 and he's looking for the 4 into the top right. Came out 2 rails and back to the center. Often a good lesson for beginner or intermediate players watching. Playing the cue ball position to the center of the table is often a good solution.
Yeah, most of the time the center of the table is the solution. And sometimes when you don't know exactly what to do, find the center of the table is a good thing. Kind of training sessions, free balls. I mean that's 10 balls around the spot and 2 other balls on the table. Pretty classical.
Just needs to create a good angle to play the 9 ball.
And maybe free raise after the shot.
Yeah, he's just pointed with his cue where he wants to end up. Maybe a contact point on the 3rd rail.
1, 2, and not 3.
Just the 2 rails, but maybe slightly overrun. Still a simple enough 10 ball.
Yeah. And for the lead.
Yes, to take the lead for the first time in this quarterfinal. This 10 ball would give Nick a 6-5 lead.
Here we are.
There you have it. That's 3 on the spin for Nick Vandenberg to take the lead.
But once again, all can change after a bad shot or bad luck. So
that's right. The momentum might be with Nick in the last few racks, but Thorsten's coming back to break now, and the alternate break format gives both players a chance to regain momentum on their own break.
okay, so now that's Thorsten, who has a pressure on his own break.
Be aiming to hit the 1 ball fuller than last time when he hit it a bit further on the left, and as you see, he's compensated after the last break and maybe hit the ball a little bit too far on the right this time. Cue ball got a kick back down table, and now there's a combination which seems to be lined up on the 2 and the 3.
Pretty okay. I mean that's an obvious combo. Just a question of control of the cue ball after contact.
Yeah, the 2 ball is not gonna move too much after the pot. So Thorsten had to draw back. But now he's got a question with the 4, which doesn't go into the bottom corner. It does pass into the side pocket, but gonna be a little bit tricky.
Sure. Maybe try to find a contact on the orange 5, or try to go inside the cinema, as we said. Yes, here we are.
Yeah, I think he played to either contact the 4 or alternatively hit the rail and come back out on the other side. As it is, he's got a shot into the top corner, which should enable him to see off the rest of this rack.
Just about the position on the brown 7 now. So maybe too straight on the 6. Maybe he's got some angle. We don't see exactly if it's the case.
Yeah, he followed through and has a bit of angle on the 7 to come back out off the rail after making it in the top corner.
Watch out the speed on this brown 7.
Is he following again?
Yeah, nice shot.
Played for the 9 in the opposite corner. That's going to be another break and run for us in this quarter-final match. Thorsten Hohmann draws level at 6-6 with that easy 10 ball.
Joe, what do you think?
I didn't like seeing Nick take the lead and replies straight away with a break and run of his own to draw level.
Are we going to have a thriller game this time?
It's already a thrilling game, and I think it's only going to get more and more thrilling as we go along. We see Nick's taking a short timeout here, I believe. Just going to regather his focus. I'm going to take an update on some of the scores from the other quarterfinal matches on TV Table 2. You've got Imran Majid currently leading 6 racks to 5 against Mika Immonen, but he's in a little bit of trouble in this 12th rack. He's currently snookered and going to have to kick at the red 3 ball. Elsewhere, we have Nick Economopoulos leading 8-4 against John Murrah. Just 2 racks required to seal his place in the semi-final And we have Ruslan Chinnahov on the hill against Denis Graber of Estonia. 9-5 in that match. Imran is just fouled on TV table 2, so that's going to give ball in hand to Mika Immonen and a chance to maybe draw level. Meanwhile, we'd like to take a chance to thank our sponsors of this event, and of course, everyone in Club Arta have given us a great welcome to ebillard. All of the players have given some very positive comments on the venue here, and all thanks to this man, Andre, who's organized the tournament in coordination with Darren Appleton. Would you like to say a few words, Andre?
Yes. Hello, everybody. I think that you really enjoyed what you've seen until now. Hope everything works good because we have a very nice team here from France, and I thank them for this. I also thank Ferdi for putting us the billiard port that help us a lot in organizing this competition, and of course all the great names that was present here at our competitions.
And because of all your work for this tournament since 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months work before. Yes. Now I'm very relaxed now,
Yeah.
and I really tell you about that. I watch TV, and then after go to the big hall to see them again. Watch TV because it's like in the movies. All the atmosphere here and everything is very, very, very nice.
That's right. A great crowd have shown up today and really enjoying seeing some of the best players in the world play tenball here. Thanks for joining us,
Okay,
Andre, and we're
thank
going
you
to get
very
back
much.
to our match now. Here we go, guys. Nick Vandenberg back at the table, breaking at 6-6. He's had a couple of break-in runs in his last opportunities, so let's see if he can have a nice situation after the break. He's making those balls in the side pockets pretty consistently, Nick. Different position for the one ball this time. One ball's ended up around the head string, just slightly ahead of the head string. Leaves him a possible long putt into the top right-hand corner, following the cue ball through for position on the 2.
Mm-hmm. And watch out, the red free, not easy to touch. I mean, the right position to have a good shot on that red free. So, not an easy one, an easy start of this frame for Nick. Oh.
Straight cueing required, and it's just an error from Nick in that situation. Slightly missed the ball, and that miss is going to bring Thorsten back to the table. Ends Nick's run of break and runs off of his own break. So now the position on 3, as you mentioned, Christoph.
Yes.
I'm going to see what Thorsten's got up his sleeve here. It's hard to see the angle that he has. Looks fairly straight, but he might have a little bit of angle to work with to get back out. Maybe, I don't know, Christoph run into the 6? Use the 6 as a stopper?
It depends of the angle he's got. We don't see really. Okay,
he's going to play the 3 into the side.
Follow a little and to play on the side pocket, on the opposite side pocket. Have to control the cue ball on this area to have a nice position on the pin 4. It was
just about crept in.
Yes.
Hit the jaw of the pocket, but it went in off the post, so to speak. And
Watch out the speed as usual in this shot. Nice one.
you saw the cue ball just wander over towards the middle of the pocket. Really well controlled by Thorsten.
Okay. Question of speed also on this shot. Maybe two ways and stay short at the bottom of the oops.
And the crowd here in Romania, in Clavata, they're out at gasp. They were as surprised as we were to see Thorsten miss that ball. But
Very lucky.
But
Very lucky on
he's
four
got away with
balls
it on this
only.
occasion.
Yeah. Yeah, he missed that shot. He tried to be short after the contact in the round 7. I mean, stay on the bottom of the table and to play the 8 ball on the top left. That means that's why he stay around the 8 ball after the shot. But he was lucky. Didn't give anything to Nick.
Could be an important moment in the story of this match.
Most of the time after this kind of shot, you let something to your opponent. So I'm able to see how Nick is going to manage this position, but not an easy one at all.
He's called the 7 in the side pocket.
Yeah, sure, but
and it's the cue ball which goes in the side pocket. Always going to be a tricky kick shot. And Thorsten will be breathing a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Rather fortunate there to leave Nick hooked on the 7. Now has an opportunity to finish the work that he had started. And try and take off the remaining 4 balls. Should be simple enough.
Just be sure to have a nice position in the 9, of course, once again, because the ball is close to the sideways, so watch out to your position before this shot. I think he's gonna to be okay according to the angle he's got on the black 8. He's okay.
And again, that's the same kind of angle we've seen players aiming for on this kind of ball throughout the tournament. Pretty straight, but just a little bit of angle to come back out off of the rail and not have awkward cueing for the ball that follows. Thorsten sends the 10 ball down.
And momentum has changed with that fortunate miss from Thorsten. We see if now that his turn. Previously, Nick took three frames in a row. To see if Thorsten can bring this momentum.
That's right. Let's see if he can take advantage of a fortunate shot, one which he missed into the bottom corner, and the ball ended up safe. Can happen.
Yeah. That's
Nick
weird. That's
with
cool,
an attempted kick, scratched in the side pocket, and the rest is history. And scratch on the break from Thorsten. He's going to bring Nick right back to the table with ball in hand. I don't know what you think, Christoph, but for me, Nick's maybe looked the slightly more comfortable of the 2 players so far.
That's maybe that's your feeling. That's not mine. Both are in a good body language. I mean that it seems focused and also good and comfortable in their games. So don't really know. To me, it's gonna to be a game of details of some different facts during the game.
It's going to come down to the key shots, that's for sure.
And on this frame, for instance, it's the ability of one of those two players to have a nice position on the black eight, because
Looks like the six and the eight. There's a possible 6-8 combination on there.
yeah,
Alternatively, you could play the 6 into the bottom left.
you have first you have 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 first.
I just wonder in that case if Nick or Thorsten, whoever arrives at the 6 ball, whether they might choose to play the combination and take away the potential problem of the 8 ball.
And Nick is gonna to play, or maybe too much speed on that one. He's gonna to play the 6 on
Yeah, he's looking to play the
left
6 in the left.
bottom. Yeah,
Not going to overcomplicate anything.
free rail after this one.
So 7 to 8 is the potential key shot.
Okay, free raise. Maybe too long. Let's see. No, he's okay. He's okay. Maybe a little too long, but no. Okay, he's okay. Now he has to find a position to play the 8 ball with a big piece. I mean that if he has to touch the 8 ball thin,
Yeah, he's going to be coming.
He won't be able to control the cue ball on the bottom of the table. So
that's right. He wants to minimize the distance that the cue ball has to travel. By minimizing the angle of the cue ball for shooting the 8 ball, he'll be able to keep it down at the bottom end of the table to play the 9. First up though is the 7.
watch out the speed.
It's a pocket where we've seen several balls missed over the course of the weekend.
He's okay. He's okay. Oh yeah. Little a nice touch on this one to keep control of the. Yeah. Nice, but not easy. Not easy. You have to touch clearly the 9 ball. We saw several missed shots on this kind of position also. Nice touch.
Not on this occasion
nice
though.
Control.
Lovely speed control.
Very nice.
Straight in pretty much on the 10, and Nick pulls back. Level pegging at 7 each.
And we have another tie.
So both of our TV table games on ebillard.tv finally poised. 7-7 here on TV table 1 with Nick Vandenberg and Thorsten Hohmann. 8-6 for Mika Immonen leading against Imran Majid, who did have a 4-0 lead at one point. Mika's now pulled back and taken the lead. The momentum is with him. In the other two semi-final matches, other two quarter-final matches even, Nick Economopoulos and Ruslan Chinhov have both booked their place in the semi-final of this event. They'll be going head-to-head a little bit later on in the semi-final, and the winners of our TV table matches will go head-to-head in the other semi-final, both of which promise to be exciting matches here on eBilliard as Nick Vandenberg steps up for another break in rack 15. 3 ball, last ball to keep moving. Made it into the top right.
Yeah, not a clear shot on the one. Several options. Maybe a bank this time. I think yes, Berg. That's one I expected.
I think he'll be playing a
The right
two-way
bottom,
shot here.
right
Cue ball
bottom.
is going to go up to the top of the table, so
Yeah, good shot.
he's got a lot of balls to hide behind. Lovely execution there.
Wow,
And look at that cue ball. Really outstanding from
monster,
Nick Vandenberg.
monster shot.
Only problem for Vandenberg here is the distance he's going to have to reach to make this shot.
And also
He's going
looking
to
for,
reach for his
and also
extension.
yeah,
He's going to have to stretch a long way to make that. And then, as you're about to say, Christoph, he's got no easy way of getting on the four.
maybe he's gonna have to contact the four ball to change the position of this ball a little. The draw, yes, maybe too much,
Ooh,
a little too strong.
just too far.
Yeah,
An extra 1/2 rotation of the ball less, and he would have had an easy shot in the
sure.
side pocket. As it is, I don't think that cuts into the side pocket. Will he try and hide him behind the jaw of the pocket? Wow. Nicely done by Nick. Now you got to be pretty confident of controlling your cue ball there to
And so the ball is
make sure it
stepping
doesn't
up
drop
a little.
into. That's right. Thorsten finds himself in a tricky situation now.
You can imagine to come touching this ping four with a real controlled speed. I mean, just to touch the four and to make a bank after contact.
The 8 ball seems to block the natural path of the kick.
I'm not sure. If that is the case, you can compensate with a slight right
He's
hand
looking at the
English.
other balls, Thorsten. I just wonder if he might consider playing an intentional intentional foul here.
Once again.
Looking at the 5 ball, maybe going to reposition. He's tied up 5 and 6, but probably left the 5 into the top right, I believe. It passes the 6 ball into the corner.
Not sure.
And the 4 ball
maybe another
it's going to have to be a combination shot.
Another safety. Or combination. Oh yeah, combination. Combo 4 to 7. Okay. And the draw to make contact with the 5 and to break the cluster.
I just wonder if you can make the 5 ball already.
5 ball on the side pocket, on the left side pocket maybe. After a draw on this 4.
Yeah, into the side seems to be his preferred choice. Well, in the end, he decided to go a long way around the table with a positional shot that brings rounds of applause from the crowd here. That's 3-rail position, follow with right hand English.
Nick is really stepping up.
That's right. At the moment he's playing pretty flawless pool. It's a race to 3 at this stage. Tied at 7.
Watch out, potential contact with the 10 ball. Or he has to keep control of this cue ball, even if contact something.
He's going to draw
Maybe
and
between
play
the ball,
English and come over across the table again.
between the two balls, no contact and good control. Maybe a little too far about the ideal position you can have on this black 8, but it's okay.
He has an angle on the 9 ball into the side, which means he's going to have to perhaps contact the rail after the pot. One, two, three. And out just off of the cushion for the 10 into the top right. Chance to take the lead again here, Nick. Important 10 ball. Sinks it. No doubt there for Nick. As you said, Christoph, we saw him step up his game over the last few racks with some pretty impressive strokes.
With 3 or 4 monster shots. And Nick is showing to everybody there why he is one of the most impressive player in Europe.
No doubt about that. Both of these guys have got illustrious careers, histories of many titles in Europe and internationally, further afield. The crowd here enjoying watching both of our semi-final matches. Two of our quarter-final matches. The first 2 have now finished, but we've got both of the remaining quarter-final matches on eBilliard for you. You've got TV Table 1, which you're watching with us, and TV Table 2. Thorsten Hohmann makes a dry break.
Okay. Watch out your speed on this shot. You have to touch pretty thin this blue tube, so it's a question of control.
Didn't get the position he hoped for, Nick. Gonna have to try and bank this 3 more now. He contacted the 8 ball with the cue ball, and that's complicated his run out. He's made a few pretty difficult shots in the last few racks, so he'll be confident of making this 3. And it's a fairly standard bank. Indeed, he felt confident enough to play position, a draw stroke to go 1 rail and back out for the 4 ball into the opposite side pocket. No problem with the bank for Nick Vandenberg. Now trying to map out his path through the remaining balls. played the contact with the 8 ball there. With a lot of follow. Now he's got the 5 into the side pocket. He'll be aiming to go up to the bottom of the table and back for the 6, which is on that left-hand side rail. Important shot coming up.
Some right in English. Okay.
Good control there from Vandenberg.
Yeah,
Good speed control.
but watch out of your speed again and again in this kind of balls.
Yeah, that 6 is going to hug the rail all the way up to the top corner pocket.
Good.
Nicely played.
Be a little bit straight on this round 7, but nothing difficult for Nick, I think. And now pretty usual situation for this guy.
Nine and 10 for Nick Vandenberg to get on the hill.
Still some work to do. Not a giving ball. I mean, that's not an easy shot.
There you have it. Nick Vandenberg is the first to reach the hill in this quarter-final match. Race to 10, and it's 9-7 for the Dutchman now. Really seems to have stepped up in the gears over the last few racks as we've been discussing. Carefully plotted out his route around the table for those shots. And he's back at the table again to break. Nick Vandenberg. He inspects the rack before placing the cue ball on the head string.
And now Thorsten is hoping to have a chance to come back to the table.
Yes, Nick has an opportunity to close out the rack here. Meanwhile, on TV table 2, Mika Immonen has just reached the hill as well at 9-7 against Imran Majid.
Oh, scratch.
Scratch from Nick. And he got his chance straight away, Chris.
Yeah, but not an easy one. I mean that when you are looking at the position of the blue 2, just behind the 9.
Is he looking at a safety there?
Yeah, sure. Maybe a little
Doesn't
follow.
fancy taking the. Doesn't fancy his chances of developing the 2, and I can see why.
A little follow after the contact
He's
with
gonna
the yellow
he's
one.
gonna tie him right up to the 2.
Yeah.
He'll be looking for 3 consecutive fouls. Now, can he tie that cue ball right up to the 2? Absolutely. That's
Very nice.
frozen.
Very nice. Excellent speed.
And he's pretty certain to be coming back to the table after this shot. Thorsten can't see any offensive opportunities for Nick here. He's going to have to go down and back up the table.
Yeah. One rail first.
Needs to make sure of the contact on the 1 because otherwise he's going to have made 2 consecutive fouls after the scratch on the break.
And if he has a good contact on the yellow one, he can make another safety. I mean, behind the 6 or behind the 3 with the cue ball. Depends on the contact you will have on the object ball.
Played at a slow pace, good contact with the 1, and he leaves on a pot. But he managed to escape the second foul, and that's an important statement to make.
Yeah.
However, Hohmann does now have a natural angle to try and deal with that 2-9 problem. Here he comes. Into the rail, into the 9,
Very nice.
into the 2, and opens it up for a cut into the corner. Still plenty of traffic to deal with.
Yeah. Maybe 2 rays after contact, and maybe between the 9 and the 10 for the cue ball. Find a way to reach this red 3. There we go.
Good call.
Maybe too
And
short.
Yeah, he's just come up too short. After hitting that 4th rail, he would have liked to come back out towards the area of the rack to have a shot from the 3, but I don't see an offensive opportunity here.
Safety, and maybe the
cue ball behind the 6.
The green 6, yes. Same point for me.
Let's see if that's what Thorsten has in mind.
He's playing this shot.
Yeah, that was the danger. That was the danger with that shot, the 3 ball. In order to leave it on the bottom rail, he had to be careful to avoid the 9. He hit the 9 and left the 3 ball hanging in the bottom corner pocket. Hard to tell what view Nick has, but I think he's got a way of getting through there.
Yeah.
Looking now at the 4 ball and a potential shot afterwards.
Not sure he has
not
a
easy,
full
but
view of the
yeah.
red 3. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, he must have a view of it because he's looked at the rail first option.
Yeah.
Rail first on the 3 and over to the right hand side of the table for the 4. What's he going to have on the 4?
He's got a shot.
He finished good on the 4 in the bottom corner.
Okay. Next step will be certainly 6 to 7. If we are considering that he's going to pocket this pin 4 and to have a nice place for the orange 5.
Yeah, the contact on the 8 ball slowed down the path of the cue ball, meaning it didn't get where he wanted to play the 5 in the side. he cutting that, Chris?
It seems that to contact that and maybe
To make it or to play safe, I wonder.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Right now he didn't call anything, but if
I just wonder if he might be playing safe here.
yes, behind the 6.
Perfect cue ball control from Nick Vandenberg. Played the percentage shot there, the safety, with no viable potting opportunity. And Thorsten's going to be kicking at this.
And that's a tricky situation for Thorsten right now. I mean that you have to touch it, no ball in hand right now. So
Yes, no room for error here.
yes,
Needs a good contact on the 5 and can't afford to leave a shot. He's working out which contact point he wants on the left-hand side rail. Slow rolled, but the contact came after the rail.
After the race so far. And ball in hand.
He hit it at the right speed, I think.
Yes.
But
yeah,
just missed accuracy on the 5.
you have to touch a big piece on the orange 5 to control the speed after contact, and it wasn't the case. And now Nick is 6 ball away of the semi-final.
Now he's placed the cue ball on the other side, but I assume he's going to be not going to be shooting the 5 in the bottom right. It's going to be the combination, yeah. 5-7 combination.
Not an odd one, and a speed control, an easy speed control, I think. Okay.
Wow.
That's.
I must say, I don't like this shot.
That's a question of percentage, maximum security. I mean, you make the shot and you have the angle on the 6. Yeah. More classical choice with the combo. And I think that the speed
just needs to control
easy.
The 5 and the white ball after the combination shot.
And to get some little angle on the from left to right. I mean, yes, from left to right, and to have a nice 6 to play after the orange 5. God,
surprising miss there from Nick. He did have to cut that back into the corner, but it's not a shot you'd expect him to miss.
He wasn't enough comfortable, or no, so enough comfortable. I mean that maybe a little tense in this situation, because that's why he looked 2 different ways to play the situation.
Yeah, I think he wasn't 100% happy with playing the combination shot. He wanted to avoid it if possible. As a result of playing the combination, he had a maybe larger angle than he would have liked shooting the 5, and ended up missing. And gives Thorsten the chance to reduce the deficit to 1.
I think he's very happy about that.
He wouldn't necessarily have been expecting to come back to the table. As it is, it's going to be 9-8.
9-8, and next break to Thorsten, I think.
The crowd applauds here in Krabate. 9-8 on TV table 1, 9-8 also on TV table 2. Mika Immonen is leading 9-8 against Imran Majid of Great Britain. Imran's breaking now, so.
And Thorsten breaking there. So all the
how
players
about a
behind.
pair of heel matches? We wouldn't mind that, Christophe. I think the viewers out there on ebillard.tv would love to see that too.
You are behind for 2 beers, so we'll have some bet to do.
Here comes the break from Imran on TV table 2. He's made a ball, made 2. Not sure if he has a shot on the 1. There's another ball potentially blocking the path to the corner pocket, but we can't really see from this angle. As we take a short moment to take a break from the action on TV table 1. Imran's looking at this shot. I think it might cut into the corner pocket. Well, he didn't make it. I don't know if he tried to make the 1 ball, but he contacted the 5. Here we are, guys. I'm here with Christophe.
Radio comments from Joe.
I think he's left Mika with a tricky situation on the 5, on the 1. I don't think he can make it into the corner. We've got a good vantage point here of all the tables. A really lovely club here in Brasov, Club Arta.
So let's comment. Everybody don't see this action. So
safety from Mika. Sends the 1 ball back up table and hides the cue ball behind the 5.
Little hello to Argenteuil, my own club, my pool room. I'm from Romania, Brasov. Everybody.
Yeah, shout out to all the pool scene in France. Hopefully these guys are watching.
Yeah, and they are watching right now.
Back to the TV table action. TV table 1. Imran just took on a jump shot on table 2, which rattled in the jaws of the corner pockets and stayed out. So Mika's at the table with a chance to seal his victory. Meanwhile, Thorsten is back at the table, ready to break, trailing 9-8. One ball heading towards the corner pocket, 3 in the corner, in the top right, top left, and the 2 ball sits nicely.
What a break!
The top right hand corner pocket.
What a break at
Excellent
this moment.
break from Thorsten at a critical moment in the match.
The 10 is not in a very nice position, but with a 9 you can reach a good area to play this 10 ball, and no real problem on this frame for Thorsten. We'll see what will happen.
Just rolled the 2 ball in and now has a shot on the 4 into the side pocket, bridging over the 9 ball. He's aiming down below the center of cue ball to stun across for the 5.
Here's really end of game is on its way.
It certainly looks that way, Christophe.
Yeah. Not the same on the.
Mika had a little wobble there on the 8 ball.
Yeah.
Nearly missed it. He's now down to the last 2 balls to seal a 10-8 win.
Oh, he's okay. Thorsten is okay.
And Thorsten is going to bring us level at Hill here.
And oh yeah, Mika is in position for the win on the 2.22 and
Hill. In the quarterfinal match here between Nick Vandenberg and Thorsten Hohmann. It's going to be Nick Vandenberg to break. He has the advantage, a slight advantage, but anything can happen on the break. We've seen players scratch on the break in critical situations. Just yesterday, in one of our live stream matches between Thorsten Hohmann and Mika Immonen, there was a scratch at a critical moment by Mika. So Nick, let's see if he can manage to avoid the same fate that befell Mika. Incidentally, talking of Mika, he's just sealed his place in the semi-final. He's beaten Imran Majid 10-8 in a match in which he trailed at the start by several racks.
So what is your prediction for this Hill game?
As you can hear the tournament director Andre announcing the Hill situation in the last quarterfinal. If there wasn't pressure before the announcement, now there's certainly pressure. The crowd going wild here, and I'm going to have to back Nick. I'm sticking with Nick. I think he's looked just the more comfortable of the players so far.
Okay, so I will take Thorsten. No choice here. But
it's really
honestly, I don't have any opinion. That's a very close game. So good control, no scratch, and no balls.
It's dry.
I know.
Nick scratches his head.
Seems to be
brings
dry.
Thorsten back to the table.
I don't know if Thorsten has a shot on
I think he's got a shot on that one ball. He's looking at cutting the one into the bottom left and heading straight up the table off of that bottom rail between the 9 and the 8, I believe. The 9 and the 10, sorry, for the 2 ball. Important shot at the start of the rack.
That's not an easy table. Look at the position of the pin 4 and also the move between the 6 and the 7. Not gonna to be easy for the players. Okay, he's got a shot. Watch the speed.
Pace looks perfect there.
Very nice. Very nice. But
nice control off of the second rail to come back out for position on the 2. As you said, Christophe, the 4 is 3 and 4. Still needs to work out exactly how to deal with those. Still quite a bit of cue ball movement to play in this rack, so it's by no means certain.
Play this in the side pockets. Watch out to the contact after this shot. I think he can avoid any contact, but I don't know if he wants to improve the position of the 6. Let's see. He's gonna to avoid the contact. Okay. Now here we are. It's okay for 4-5. It's okay, but 6-7, and after the black 8, it will be the critical moment of the frame
and the match.
Of course.
At this stage, tense atmosphere here. Silence in the arena. No one dares to make a sound as the last rack plays out.
Yeah, he has to manage to be straight on this 6, on this green 6, so he is in good position to do it.
Then 7 up in the top right, you say, Christophe?
My point. Okay.
Yes, appears that Thorsten is going for that route.
Yeah.
Then needs to. This should be a simple pot on the 6, but he's going to have to work out how to get from 7 to 8 afterwards.
Uh-huh. And try to play the 7 with a lot of thickness. Yeah. He's got the shot he wanted to have. So, just a question of speed right now.
He's going to be coming to the around the center of the table to play that 8 ball.
Want to go to the top of the table and to later. Oh yeah. Okay. Good call. Good call. And now Nick is in trouble because three free balls on the table.
Could be made to pay for that dry break at the start of this rack.
Yes, and
At
also
this level, the
also the 5 ball.
break is
The
critical.
orange one with the contact of the green 6 on the top.
That's right. Had a chance to seal victory at 9-7.
Yeah.
Could have taken the victory, and now Thorsten's taken 2 racks on the spin.
He was
come
only
back to
5 balls
9-9.
away of the victory, and he missed.
And just 1 ball now separating him from the semi-final. It's going to be a German victory.
And you are gonna to give me another beer, my guy.
You're going to be drunk by the end of the day, Christoph. Thorsten Hohmann reaches the semi-final of the Predator Dynamite Open. The crowd applauds both performers after a really exciting match, in which we've seen a lot of high quality pool. As you can see, Nick has lined up the shot that he missed in the previous rack, the 5 ball. He realizes that was a key shot, turning point at the end of the match. And Thorsten managed to convert his opportunities with that rack and the cleaning up of the last rack after the dry break from Nick to seal a 10-9 victory. We're going to be right back with semi-final matches soon. We've got Thorsten Hohmann up against Mika Immonen, as well as Nick Economopoulos and Ruslan Chinahov on the TV tables. So stick with us, guys, and don't go away.
Hope you enjoy to be with us. Stay with us. We are coming back soon.